So I have plans to vlog today, but I am still sitting at my desk. It's 9:15 and I haven't gotten ready for the day yet. So I just spent far too long trying to figure out why this thing wasn't connected, because it was connected and then it stopped being connected. And I was trying to figure out what was wrong with my computer. This plug that plugs into the mic was unplugged by accident. Moving on. I don't even know if this is gonna work or if y'all can hear me or if the quality of the sound is bad. So hopefully it's good because I don't really want to re-record this. I'm not sure if like swinging this around is gonna be a bad idea or a good idea, but it's kind of fun to like, I can't just sit here still. Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am ready now for the day and it is 10:30, so it's good. I had a conversation with a friend recently, and it's really funny. I usually ask sometimes these questions with friends or family or whatever about how I am perceived. And it's just information for me to know. If everyone has their own perceptions, and everyone's perception is going to be a little bit different. I'm just curious on how it aligns with my perception of myself, because it's very interesting to see other people's perspectives because everyone's perspective is molded to their personal life experience. It is not a reflection on one definitive truth. There are 8 billion variations of truths, right? Because we all have our own different perspective based off of our personal lived experience. So anyways, moving on. I was curious and I was basically just asking questions on how she perceives, how am I going to word this? I was asking questions on how I was being perceived when I was drunk at a party. And I don't normally drink. That's not something that I normally do. It's been a very, very, very long time for me. I actually went many years without any alcohol or anything like that. Mostly during my healing journey when I was healing from a lot of different physical health issues. Anyways, it was really funny and interesting to have that conversation because she was basically like, well, you know what? Because I know you, I can't really tell the difference between sober you and drunk you. And I started laughing because it was such a compliment to me. Because I try and be my most authentic self all the time. And I don't know how to describe this, but I am a little interesting. And I poke fun at myself a lot. And I feel like, to be honest, that I haven't shown all of my true colors on my channel or on social media, even though I am documenting my life basically. And so I can get very interesting, hyper, and honestly, like, how could I not be? I see dead people. Not me having like a non-Bluetooth speaker and having a cord like it's the 1990s. Anyways, my humor, if I could explain it, I mean, I have many different flavors of humor. I love humor. It's the best. I love to laugh. I love to laugh. I love to laugh at myself. I love to laugh at just life and have fun and just be on the floor rolling around with my stomach in so much pain in terms of happiness and joy and laughter. It's so fun in life to just laugh and express yourself and be weird. I am probably the weirdest person that I know, honestly, besides one other person, but we are two peas in a pod together. I really feel like my top three sense of humor, again, like I have many different flavors, but dry, sarcastic. What was the other one that I was gonna say? I also have the memory of like a squirrel, so. But I've seen memes before, and this is me going off topic. Is it a surprise? No. I've seen many memes before. If you don't have a very good memory, you have a high IQ intelligence, and I'm gonna go with that. That's what I'm gonna go with. The third thing is being confusing. I think it's really funny to not know what I'm gonna do or say next. I think it's really funny, especially with my friends and family, to have looks of on their expression like, "Oh, what?" So I find that really funny, and I have like total straight face of like, I also think making facial expressions is super hilarious. I can sometimes control what comes out of my mouth. Now my facial expression, I cannot control the thoughts forming into facial expressions. You always know what I'm thinking basically. My thoughts are written on my face. And in some situations I really try to not, but sometimes I just can't help it and I always have to fix my face. So, and it's funny because it's just like an involuntary reaction. It's not a judgment thing because low key at the end of the day, I don't care at all. Nothing is ever really that serious. We are, I love this saying, like we are on a rock flying through space, and we're all going to be back in spirit form one day. And we do play this human game for spiritual, soulful evolution and growth and learning here in this human experience. So I feel like life is meant to be fun and like a school, basically. But what you do with your, like, you get to create your own school, and what you do with it is up to you. Anywho, getting off topic as always. Today, oh yeah, what I was going to say is, on that note, I don't like making promises, but I want to try my hardest to be more of my most authentic self on here, which just means being weirder and silly and goofy. And yeah, so I also really want to learn more about editing. So if this video comes out or the next few videos have a lot of sound effects and transitions and we don't know what's happening or going on, I mean, I would maybe prepare for that. So I think it's really fun to just not know what's going on. I think it's really funny. What is happening? Also, especially with, there is a lot of things going on in the world that are very serious, and it's important to also take time out of the seriousness for yourself and to let loose and laugh and have a little bit of fun, because if not, what are we doing? It's just too heavy if we're not doing that as well. So, it's not always fun and games with me. I do take shit seriously sometimes, but at the same time, I choose peace. My own personal peace. Okay, this is partly why I do energy healing, because I find it so fun. I find energy healing so fun. I find crystals so fun. People give crystals a lot of hate, and it's like, it's one thing to not believe in crystals, which, you're entitled to, whatever. Literally everything emits an energy, so crystals do as well. They are made up of energy. Everything is made up of something, whether it's good or bad. It's your intention that you put into it. So I never really understood why people hate crystals so much. I've seen a lot of that on the internet, and I'm like, okay, well, treat your own. I love them. This is my crystal pendulum. It's also kind of clear-ish, so maybe it's hard to see, but this is my pendulum. This is selenite crystal. Selenite is really great for cleansing and recharging. So it's like a power crystal, basically. It is associated with the crown chakra and the soul star chakra. So I use this to balance my chakras and do energy work. Now, I had this idea that I would, I use my pendulum for energy healing, energy work, and yes or no answers to yes or no questions. There we go. I also have another pendulum that is apophyllite. It's an apophyllite crystal, and that's usually my crystal that I use for like yes or no questions, but maybe I should use that one today. Whatever. So this pendulum here, I use this to balance my chakras, and I don't know if I've ever shown my pendulum on my YouTube channel. I've definitely shown it before, and I've done like little tutorials on how to use pendulums on social media, but I have deleted so much of my social media. It's basically only 2025 stuff since like the spring that's on there, but I have actually been on social media for about 4 years now, and I've just deleted everything. So I don't really know what kind of content I have out there now. Basically, my idea today, which I thought would be really fun if I ever get to the point, is I'm gonna let my pendulum decide my day. Yay! Kind of like I ask my pendulum questions, yes or no questions, on what I should do, this or that, basically, and she will let me know what is for my highest and best. So my pendulum does have an energy, but who I'm actually communicating with is my higher self, my oversoul. I call her my oversoul, but it's, it's my higher self, however you want to perceive that, call that. And if you've never heard of that term before, it's your higher self. It's basically, that's a whole rabbit hole. I feel like that's a big rabbit hole. Basically all of my lives, it's like your soul, like your whole soul. This version of me is just an aspect of my soul. Yeah, that's a whole rabbit hole. Anyways, now how I'm going to explain my pendulum real quick and briefly. I am not moving my hand right now, but she might be swinging because I've just been recently moving my hand. I'm going to try and keep my hand as still as possible. Basically what happens is I'm giving my pendulum energy because I'm touching it. So I'm giving it my energy, more or less. Like, it's very, like, I've explained this in my puzzle video from spooky season of, it's kind of like very similar to a planchette, very similar to like a Ouija board type situation, except without the creepy. So it's basically like I'm giving it energy so it can move, and it's swinging back and forth. I'm really trying really hard not to move my hand at all, but I'm giving it my energy so it can move. And it's swinging back and forth because we have established that that's my neutral. I've been working with pendulums for many, many, many years now. That's my neutral. So I'm going to ask it to show me a yes or show me a no so that I know what is up. So please show me a yes. Show me a no. So back and forth is also no. There's a few things that I need to do today, so I'm really hoping she says yes to those things. Okay, higher self, is it for my highest and best today to go get a new mascara? Okay, it's a bigger yes. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Clear. Also, ooh, Starbucks holiday drinks are out. Higher self. May not be for my highest and best. Is it for my highest and best to go get a caramel brulee latte today from Starbucks? Ooh, thank you. Is that because it'll make me happy? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Because I haven't been to a crystal shop in maybe like, I want to say close to a year, which is a very long time for me. So, higher self. Is it for my highest and best to go to a crystal shop today? Thank you. Clear. Higher self. Is it for my highest and best today to maybe purchase some crystals or spiritual things that might make me happy today? That looks like a yes to me. Thank you. Maybe I should bring her for the ride, along for the ride. Is that it for now? Oh, she's gonna say yes. Maybe I'll bring my question and answer pendulum. I don't like taking this one out of the house because they're all very, very special and important to me, but this one, like, selenite is very sensitive. It can damage very, very easily. Like you don't put selenite in water, basically. You don't really put it in the dirt or in the sun. You have to really protect your selenite because I have different stones of selenite and they have chipped very easily before. So I'm trying to be very, very careful with this one. She already has some scratches on it, many scratches on it. So I'll probably bring my apophyllite one. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. I think that's all. I don't think I'm ready for today. Ready for a day of exploring. I love doing accents, but they're not very good, so. Okay, that's all. I feel like I have so many different things to do today that feels kind of overstimulating, so good reason why I have my lovely friend with me today. Okay, I'm gonna try not to move my hand as much as possible. Okay, so is it for my highest and best to go to Starbucks first? Clear, thank you, thank you. Is it for my highest and best to go to the crystal shop first? Crystal shop first, which actually makes sense in terms of where I'm going. I'm gonna go there because that's like all the way downtown. I live in the country, so crystal shop is like all the way downtown, and then on the way back is my mascara and my coffee. I made it downtown and I almost made it without my GPS. I mean, I didn't have my GPS on, and I had a feeling it was on the street, that I was thinking of, and it was, but I did briefly check my maps just to make sure it was like the correct street. But anyways, basically did it without my GPS, so I'm so proud of myself. And I'm here now, so I'm gonna go pick out some crystals, and then I'll show y'all in like 5 seconds. So I'm in the passenger side of my car. I usually get in and out of my car through the passenger side when I'm parking on a street because I don't like getting out through the driver's side for obvious reasons. Okay, first thing I got, my first ever deck was a deck by Kyle Gray. And so I don't know if I have any other decks by Kyle Gray, but this one just kind of spoke to me. Now, did I need a new deck? Yes, I did. Also, when I was as soon as I went inside, I realized that I had my pendulum in my pocket and realized that I went to a crystal store where they sell pendulums with a pendulum in my pocket. I did not want them to think that I was stealing the pendulum. So I was trying to hide it in my pocket as best I could without seeming suspicious. Anyways, it was fine. And then I got some stones. So she put it in this cute little bag for me. Cute little bag. I was gonna say calcite, that's incorrect. Green fluorite. I will look up the meaning when I get home. It feels like if I were to use my intuition and my psychic senses, obviously it's heart chakra because it's green, but it feels more towards like abundance, prosperity. Truck just pulled up behind me and it was very loud and scary. Yeah, so we'll see what that means. And then I also got a new stone that I don't really know how I feel about. I wanted to get it because it's new and I don't have it. I have green calcite or fluorite. Oh, I keep wanting to call it calcite. Maybe they're wrong. I'm kidding. So I already have fluorites like at home, like in terms of the crystal, but this is a new one and I don't have this one. This is called green gold stone. It's not like totally natural. Basically a lot of like tumbles like this are sculpted by humans, human made, but it's like a mixture of glass. I took a picture of the description, so I'll share more when I get home. I gotta get over to the driver's side. Haha. Oh, my hand's in the way. I have to sit so close to the steering wheel because my legs are short. I might be 5'3". Okay, next stop. It is also currently raining, and I looked at the weather to see if there was a better day in the next week to film this, and the next week's gonna be snowing. So I'm in a bit of a predicament. The truck that pulled up behind me is really close to my car, and I don't really know how I'm gonna get out of my spot now. So I think he might be leaving soon. If you're ever watching my videos and your question is, what is going on inside her head? Then I have successfully done my job. I now can make a smoothie. I got my food so I can make a smoothie, and now I'm on my way back home because it is starting to rain pour and I want a hot chocolate and watch a movie. I will check in with my pendulum. You know what? Let's check in. Oh no, I squished her under my fruit. Is it now for my highest and best to head home? Looks like a yes. Well, okay. I almost just put my pendulum in the wash. Wouldn't be the first time I put crystals in the laundry. Not good for the washing machine, let me tell you. So I'm the type of person, I should make a video of full bloopers where I just can't speak. I'm just not able to articulate the English language. You wouldn't know that it's my first language. It's funny because y'all don't know that. My videos are edited to make the flow sound nice, I guess. There's a lot of bloopers. There's a lot of me going, and that's how I actually speak. So it's fun trying to order things, like order food or like talk to people, stutter, and my brain gets confused, or sometimes I'll like be talking like so fast that my words will just like trip over themselves. So that's fun. Yeah, I'm the type of person, back to what I was saying, I'm always sidetracking. I'm the type of person that I cannot have my outside clothes on my bed. I cannot have my outside clothes on my bed, so I had to change. Regardless, whatever, moving on. I got this deck, and I'm definitely going to use it in another card pull video. We'll see which video I'm going to put it in, but I'm definitely going to use it in a card pull video. Some people have like specific things they do when they get a new deck of cards. This is an Oracle deck. It's Angel Activations by Kyle Gray, and oh, I haven't even opened it yet. I'm so excited. My thing is, and what I always like sharing and saying, is that everything is going to be unique to you. I mean, you can certainly use a template, you can certainly use somebody else's 5-step, 10-step process, but you know, and which will work if you believe it's working, but like use your own intuition as well for those kinds of things, like getting a new crystal, getting a new deck, or like, because I know like in the spiritual community there's a lot of like do it this way. Like in my personal experience there's a lot of like right or wrong, good and bad way of doing things in spirituality. In my personal experience, is what I've actually experienced from others. Just listening to others, learning from others, having people tell me what to do. Use your own intuition so I can share what I do. Personally, what I think I'm going to be doing. Now, I'm not going to do the same thing for every single deck, right? There are some decks where I didn't program them at all. I mean, in most decks it comes with like a little book and it'll tell you like how to program your deck, whatever. You don't have to do it that way. You don't have, like, I don't think I've ever actually read one of the books that are in my decks. I just kind of like allow the bond to form, so to speak. You know, I know that sounds a little interesting, but it's like just spending time with my deck and getting to know it. And so what I like to do is you can knock on the deck, on the actual box, and then on the book, and then on the cards to like shake out any energy that's like not yours, basically. That's what I usually do before and after reading them. So I do actually knock on the cards a lot. So I'm looking at it for the first time and it's so pretty. So pretty. Also, you may not resonate with every single deck. I spent about 25 minutes to a half hour in the store. I spent time just like looking at each deck. What I'm also going to do is spread them out, shuffle them. I'm going to use some sage. I personally like using that. And I also might put some crystals on it, like some clear quartz or selenite, clear it, and or just shake it to shake out the energy. I might put some Ahai into it, the energy healing that I do. And yeah. So this, I guess, has all of the different angels. Oh, who are you? You look like a Pleiadian. Oh, who are you? You look like Ariana Grande. She literally does. Okay, I don't really like that my cards are a little bent. Can you see? They're a little like curved, but I've seen card decks that are like totally destroyed by the way people like shuffle them and deal with them, and they're all upside down. My cards, I don't do upside down, and they all look like the day that they were brought out. I basically shuffle like this if I'm gonna shuffle them and clear them. I also got this mascara. I'm very sensitive to most makeups in terms of like allergies. I don't know why, and I've even used, I mean, I've been using like vegan products like this for a really long time, and I've tried like almost everything under the sun in terms of makeup, and they still bother my eyes. I did try a product in the spring that didn't bother my eyes, but I did want to go back to this one. I usually buy this. They buy the green stuff. So hopefully I do not have another allergic reaction to this, because I did not like it. It's also like pouring rain outside, and I just wanted to come home and like have a hot chocolate, watch a movie, kind of chill. I do have some editing to do though. I should ask my pendulum, should I edit or should I watch a movie? Probably edit. This is green fluorite. Let's look it up. Even though I've worked in a crystal shop before and I should know what it is. I really hope this video is going to turn out well with the mic. I might be playing around too much with it. Okay, green fluorite. Promoting mental clarity, spiritual awareness, protection from negative energy. Oh, yeah. That's why I wanted it. You know, it's interesting because traditionally what's known to protect from any type of like negative energy is all kinds of black stones. Onyx, black tourmaline, smoky quartz, obsidian. Okay, so I also got this one. Maybe I'll insert picture. I'll do a picture on the desk and I'll insert it in the video. Okay. Oh, I didn't read the thingy. With glass shimmering flecks from chromium oxides. It's not a natural stone, so it's known for its association with growth, prosperity, confidence, and is used for jewelry and meditation. Metaphysical benefits is linked to the heart chakra, emotional healing, protection, and attacking abundance. Is that meant? This is an AI overview. Does it mean attracting abundance? It would be the same word, except they're missing an R. Attacking or attracting? No, not attacking. Attacting. They mean attracting. Oh my goodness. AI. Okay. Green goldstone is a type of glass, not a naturally occurring gemstone. I low-key don't really like mirrors or glass. Why'd I buy this? It is made of melting silica, copper oxide, borax, and other chemicals, including chromium oxide, in a low oxygen environment. The chromium particles are suspended in the glass, creating a glittery effect when light shines on it. Oh, but is it opaque? Okay. It literally reminds me of outer space. Like I can't even just take a picture. I need to come closer to the camera and like actually show. It's believed to help with emotional healing, calm emotions, and balance energy. It's also associated with physical healing, particularly pain, inflammation. Okay, my thing is, let me tell you what my thing is. Lock my damn phone. Okay, now, the thing is, with crystals, most crystals that are sold, most crystals are nature made, right? By Gaia, by nature, and they're grown in nature. And so I personally believe, I mean, obviously I believe in Western medicine, which I have needed for my health, and I still use it obviously, but I use both. So I use my natural essential oil, my crystals, my energy healing, and I also use Western medicines as well because they're both great and helpful. So like with that being said, like Mother Nature has, like, she's given us a lot of gifts with nature and things like that, right? And so that's what I believe what crystals are. So crystals are natural forming rocks in the earth that Mother Nature has given us that have certain benefits, properties, like in a positive way to help us, either with protection, with energy. I mean, you know, the list goes on. And, you know, obviously a lot of people argue, well, how can they heal you? Well, the thing is like, it's all in your belief system. The thing is like, we have the ability to actually heal ourselves. And that's, you know, with energy healing and those kinds of things, it's literally the same thing. It's just in your belief, and a crystal is not going to work for you if you don't believe in it. Energy healing, Reiki, Ahai, it's not going to work for you if you don't believe in it. The Akashic Records, you can't go into past life regression if you don't believe in it, right? You have to surrender to it and believe in the benefits of it for it to actually work with you. The crystal's not going to want to work with you if you don't believe in it. it's obviously not going to work, right? So it's like people are like, oh, well, that's stupid, like it's not going to work. Well, okay, well then yeah, like that's what you're going to manifest. It's your intention. So anyways, with that being said, you know, most crystals that are nature made do have healing and energy healing benefits for us, right? Which is what I believe. Now, glass in a human made glass rock to be passed off as a crystal, I don't know. I don't understand how glass naturally as like this natural this like how that can have like benefits of prosperity and attracting abundance and da 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 da. Like I understand it is green, so it's green. So green, the color green connects with the heart chakra, connecting with abundance and joy and money and prosperity and all that, all those kinds of things. Yes, I understand that heart chakra is like that, as well as the root chakra. You know, they all kind of coincide. But without putting Reiki or a high or setting intentions and programming the crystal to be that for you, with it just being glass. But how does that correlate to, like, I don't understand how that can have those metaphysical benefits. Does that make sense? Through working at a crystal shop and through being in the energy healing business for many, many years now, I also know that there are a lot of tumbles like this that are made from actual real crystal coming from the earth, but that are also made with plastic. There are a lot of tumbles that are either all plastic and just looks like the crystal, or they are manufactured and mixed with plastics to mass produce the crystal. These are things that I hear. I'm going to buy the crystals that I feel are right for me. And it is what it is. But yeah, I just, you know, it's just to be mindful and aware. Use your intuition. If you are going to go pick up crystals, use your intuition for sure, because some of them might be made with plastics, might be only plastic and not actually crystal. And I can see how people would be like, oh, well, I don't feel anything from the crystal. It's like, well, yeah, because it's plastic and not actually of the earth. Anyways. It's very pretty and sparkly and very cool. And okay, pendulum, is it for my highest and best to finish editing my video going up tomorrow? It's saying yes. Pendulum, is it for my highest and best to edit the video first and then watch a movie? Pendulum, is it for my highest and best to watch a movie now? I don't know, it might be hard to see on screen, but it's saying no. It's trying to get me to edit the video. My higher self. I do agree. I feel like that's probably more productive and more responsible. What is responsible? What is responsibility? Okay, where'd the cards go? Oh, I'm always looking to see if the camera's recording because honestly, I get really nervous and can you imagine if I was just like talking and talking and nothing was recording the whole time and I'd have to like do it again? I feel like it needs to be open. So this is what I mean. You gotta listen to your intuition. Like if you're ever getting a deck or crystals or whatever, you just gotta listen to your intuition on what to do with it. Like that's the way that life goes. That's just the way they let it be. Oh, wow. It's pretty. Oh no. Ow. You know what? Y'all are gonna stay on the bed? Y'all are gonna stay on the bed. I'm trying to get up with everything in my hand as if it's not my own room. I can just leave the shit on my bed. You're gonna stay there too. All right, until I have to make another really important life decision. That's all for now. Why does it like burn out? So sage with the leaves in the bundle emits a certain frequency when it is lit, even when not lit. But when it is lit, burning that frequency and sending it out, and that frequency is a very high frequency, cleanses a space. It actually makes a space neutral. My personal beliefs, cleansing my hand because I touched the crystal. An energy that I just cleared, I lovingly send back to the earth. Okay. So I'm currently editing this video the night before it is getting posted, and I realized that I did not film an outro. So a week after I filmed this video, thank you so much for sticking around with me for this video. Vlog style / sit down style type video. Make sure you hit that like button if you did enjoy this video. I had so much fun filming it personally. I realized that I'm gonna pay more attention to the mic so that it's not distracting and causing all kinds of ruckus and noise in the background that I didn't realize I was causing. I cut out most of it, so it's not that bad, but there are some moments that I'm like, it's okay, we'll deal with it for this video. These are the crystals
that I got. I don't think I like showed like a close-up picture. I didn't put a picture. I got lazy. This is green fluorite that I kept calling calcite, but it's fluorite. And then this one is the shiny green goldstone, the glass chromium one. Let me know in the comment section down below if you have any crystals yourself and what crystals you have. And if you've ever seen green goldstone, because apparently it's new. Make sure to also hit the subscribe button. It really helps me out a lot and it means so much to me. And please share with friends and family. Thank you so much for sticking around with me and for watching this video. And also head over to my Instagram. It is my name, which I will link down below. I am going through a little bit of a rebranding, but really fun, exciting content coming up for 2026. All of my updates, links, everything is on Instagram. That is where I am most of the time. And I will see you next week for next week's video. Have a great day, friends. Bye.